In our last little session, talking with Mother Rytasha, the founder of the Religion of Love, we were talking about all the things that the Religion of Love is. Even though you can go on the website, you will not really probably understand the founding and what it took to do something like this. I'm sure a lot of people looked and said, "Oh, that's impossible." But when we started,
they did. What it took was I had a beautiful home, jewels, artwork, properties. I sold everything, and that's how we started. Gave it to the poor.
You just really inspired us. I wish we had more people like you, but there was only one Mother Rytasha, and that makes me very happy to be in your life as you affect so many people. But let's go back to Dr. Janki and Lalita Janki in a sense. So you said they went to Bangladesh, and what did they do there?
They went because they've been supporting this from the very beginning, and they're on the board of the charity. And we wanted to show them the work they've been supporting. They've seen pictures and videos, but it's not the same. So they came, they saw the school, and Dr. Janki quizzed the children because the children learn not only Bengali, but they also learn English. So he was doing the alphabet, and thank goodness they knew their alphabet. And then the children every day, they get hot milk and a cookie. Now these children are poor. They have no anything, really. In fact, one little girl, there's a story that gives you an idea. She very proudly said, "Oh, we had chicken last night." And our director, Raja Khan, knew that these children never in their life will have chicken. And so he wanted to find out what she was talking about. It seems that somebody had a chicken who died of some really icky disease, and it was thrown in the garbage heap. And the grandmother fished it out and cooked it, and that's what they ate. And that's what they were so proud. "Oh, I had chicken last night," she bragged.
Because they are vegetarians by need. I mean, not even by choice.
Well, they're non-Itarians. They practically have no food.
What do they eat?
Rice is the staple. Rice and some chili and salt. And sometimes if they catch a fish in the river, they'll have a little fish.
So now these children are actually attending school.
These are children that would not have been attending school. A lot of them are working, so we have the school early in the morning. And it's very simple, these schools, reading, writing, arithmetic. And a lot of the children then will go on to the government schools because now the parents have seen the merit in it.
So if a child now, you can't have a lot of them. It's a small school, I'm sure. And so what happens when they get sick? Because I wanted to get into that medical aspect of what you've been doing.
We have a free clinic, and anybody can come to our clinic if they get sick.
But now I have seen pictures about the eye camps, and I want to know more about that.
This is wonderful. The eye camp. And we do cataract surgery, which is a very big problem in Bangladesh, in India, these countries, Nepal. Just to give you a wonderful idea, Raja Khan, our director, he organized an eye camp where we had 10,000 patients. They're huge. 10,000 people will come. Everybody gets medicine. Everybody gets treated, and because they're blind, they always come with somebody helping them. So you have 20,000 people come. Everybody is fed a delicious, nourishing meal. Everybody gets seen by doctors, gets medicine or whatever, and out of that, 150 people who are ready for operations got it. Everything is free, and if you don't take anything for yourself, and you don't spend money on offices or vehicles, we walk or we take public transport. We did the whole thing for $5,000. That's what you can do if you really want to work for the poor.
So but where do the doctors come from?
We have a fabulous local team, and I prefer the local doctors because, of course, they speak the language, they know the culture. They're used to the conditions because we live in the camp. I'll be sleeping on a table or some benches put together. And we live in the camp with the people. And we have wonderful experiences. I love to go around. The bandage comes off and the person that came in blind can see because it's actually a simple operation, but these people will never be able to afford it. And I like to hold up my fingers and I'll say, how many fingers? And they realize they can see them, and they'll say, do we, or whatever number. But once I went to this old man, and I'm holding up my fingers, and he's looking and looking, and my heart stopped. I thought, something's gone wrong. He can't see. And I said to the doctor, what's wrong? He can't see. He said, oh, yes, he can see. He can't count.
He can't count.
So the camps are wonderful. And Raja Khan manages to organize. It's like a military operation. In fact, we had lunch once in Texas with a man who was in the Army and came to do disaster relief. And they had to pull their helicopter away because they were mobbed by the people. Because the people, it's all free, and people think, if I don't get there, I won't get in. There won't be enough. And Raja Khan knows how to organize it so everybody gets everything. There's no problems. Everybody is happy. Everybody is well fed, taken care of.
How many people do you have to organize this besides Rajak?
Well, he always has a whole team of volunteers. We have a medical team, which is about 12 people. Wonderful doctors, anesthesiologists who numb so there's no pain, nurses, people who are dispensing medicine, and then we have the disciples. So we get about another 30, and then sometimes we get, once we had the Boy Scouts come and help.
This is so unbelievable. I mean, I just love having this conversation. So many times we do have very interesting people on our radio show, but I think of all the people I have on the radio show, this is the best for me and for the people listening because it's rare, it's unusual, it's
so nice.
Very
Thank
special.
You. Well, it's special for me too.
It is very, very important because we don't know who we're really touching ourselves now with the radio, sitting in their home. Of course, this is targeting the baby boomers and the seniors, and they really have a lot of plight themselves. Sometimes they've just had lots of losses in their lives, whether they've lost vision or they've lost hearing or they've lost family members, and they need this kind of encouragement. And I think that's why I enjoy doing my radio shows. I very much want, that's what's always been my modus operandi in a sense, to be able to know that someone's out there listening and their life is changing because of this.
Well, I don't believe, because my mother was so extraordinary. She was a woman who at 100 looked more beautiful than at 70. And I really believe that we don't get older, we can get better. Just get better and better and better.
Yes. Well, but it's through things like this, Mother Rytasha. People sit in a little cave and they don't hear anything and they don't do anything. They're not going to get better. They have to leave themselves.
Work is involved.
Yes, work is, and you work so hard at everything you do. People don't realize that you have to get up at 4 a.m. and start your work and your prayers, and that's unusual for someone.
But they say if you love what you do, you'll never have to work a single day in your life. So I'm not working.
No, I understand that. No, you're absolutely right. You're very, very, well, let's just say you're rare. It's wonderful to have you doing this.
Well, I feel the same about you.
Well, thank you, but
And this is part of the mosaic, because this message wouldn't go out if you hadn't taken the trouble to put this on the air.
It's a lot easier than what you do, but we won't. You know what you do is amazing, and I'm so happy that you're here now because you do travel a lot. You're here in Florida. You travel to California, to Texas, to Europe. You really do want to spread this word of love.
Well, I have no fixed home, so we're always traveling, which has its wonderful points, and sometimes it's a little tiresome.
That's your strange question, because I want to get back to the books, but before I do that, how does one become a disciple of yours?
Well, first one has to desire the spiritual, and then it is said that by the grace of God one gets a spiritual master, and by the grace of the spiritual master one gets God. So if you have some desire, God will arrange a meeting, and the spiritual must be right in front of you. And I take very few people because I'm very, very difficult. And I want people who are the highest caliber, which anybody can achieve if they have the desire. But it's not easy because the qualifications are difficult, because we are vegetarian, we have no illicit sex. You can marry, but there's no visiting the prostitute or going boyfriend-girlfriend. The morals and ethics are very stringent. We don't gamble. We don't take any kind of intoxication. Though, of course, if we need medicine, that would not be considered. And our practice is to call on the name of God, which is a common practice of all religions. But it is considered what is called the Yuga Dharma, or the religion of this age. It is the way you purify. Everybody is perfect. We are all enlightened and perfect, the soul. But in this connection with the material, we become covered over. So we don't experience ourselves as spiritual beings, which would be to be blissful. Actually, the word blissful doesn't really ecstatically blissful. To be conscious and to be eternal. We experience ourselves as mortal, suffering, and very unconscious, ignorant. So the process is to not to make you anything you aren't. It's just to uncover who you truly are. It is said, there's a new book out now called The Promise of God, 6 Simple Steps to Enlightenment, that's coming out this year. And in it, it says, in material life, we are always trying to improve the person we appear to be. In spiritual life, we become the person we are.
Oh, is that beautiful? That's excellent. And that book will be out when you finish. You publish this yourself with your own company?
When it's finished, actually it is finished, but Raja Khan, who does all the videos and photography, has to do the cover. As soon as the cover is up, it will go and it will appear on our website. And then when we go to the East, we'll print it and begin distributing it.
Okay, I want to reiterate then what we've said before about getting this, so that you don't have to be a stranger. Once the radio show is over, you can actually get on their website, which is thereligionoflove.net, and you can click on all the books, and you can print them out. That was wonderful.
You can read them like the flip book, which is very charming. I love that. Or you can print them out and have it. You can watch all our videos. You can see all our charitable work. Everything is there, all our newspaper clippings. We try and put everything on. And we also have our email address, so you can write us. And I will write you back and we have a newsletter that goes out.
The Good Life, right?
The Good News.
The Good News. I'm sorry, the Good News.
The
yes.
Good News.
I love it when it comes.
So we keep in touch with everybody.
Good.
And we love people to keep in touch with us.
Yeah, well, and I think that's part of it, but that's what's so different now. 5 years ago, you couldn't tell people to go online to get this. Now, you used to have your meetings and all. Well, anyway, we will stop this interlude because we have a few more to do. I love this idea. We're going to put some of these on YouTube, and we're going to really make the people of South Florida know Mother Rytasha more than they do now. So
that would be wonderful.
We'll be right back.